Hey traders, Parker here with a quick lesson on VSA and VPA. VSA is volume spread analysis and VPA is volume price analysis. As you can see on the screen, I completely revamped the system and I'm just still a work in progress. You won't find this system on my Etsy shop, but once I'm complete with it, I'll probably do a full webinar on it, and then from there I'll make it available on the Etsy shop. But I wanted to do this full this quick lesson real quick. Let's start with the pre-market. You can see in the pre-market you have this buying and selling pressure, and then you have your after hours as well. And this stock is AMC. And I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna break everything down as well. So I'm just gonna go from the pre-market, or really the after hours. So when this, I think this is Thursday when the stocks are getting bought up, and it create this. This was the highest. Yeah, this is the highest buying that day, buying pressure that day on this last candle before the close. And this right here is your close and your after hours buying and selling pressure. And you can see it goes all the way across to the next day. This orange color was your highest selling pressure in the after hours. So let's go into the present day. And I'm going to go over the map first, then I'll go over the triangles and arrows and everything. So for the most part, you can see how I mapped out this day. This blue color right here is your pre-market highest buying pressure, and this magenta, or this purple right here, is your highest selling pressure for the pre-market. You can see right here, everything overlapped to give you a map showing you where the pressures are, pressure areas are, or support and resistance areas were going to be for from the pre-market and then from the day. This candle right here was your highest selling candle as soon as the market opened up. And you can see it just pushed price all the way down. These yellow candles represents ultra high volume. And then it pushed down here. You got this green box right here, which is your highest buying pressure for the day. And you can see how price just ran all the way up. It ran up on ultra high volume. You can see that big push and it created. And throughout this right here, let me move it to a 1 minute. You can see how the buying pressure, it just takes a second for everything to get back right. That's that same cloud right here on this 1 minute. It created another one here, but you won't see it because it was just a straight uptrend in the on the 5 minute. And then it created this last one on this 1 minute, because I have this volume, no, not volume, but the buying pressure map on 5 minutes. So I'm going to take it back to the 5 minute and continue going over. You can see that. That's that middle box for the buying pressure map. Buy sell pressure map. And you can see how it just pushed up through these, actually got stopped up trying to come back in this area, and then it stopped up right there back in that pre-market. And you can see how this box and this candle lines up exactly with that pre-market selling pressure right there. The high stopped right there, and then you got this big push up. That's the biggest candle right there until you get our biggest volume node right there, until you get right here. And you can see it created this area of consolidation within the map, within the day. You can see how it just fluctuated. And you see this was your buying climax. This was the end of the buying run up. And you can see that's that blowout candle that I talked to you about, and that's the irregular body. And you can see how price fell from there. Same situation down here. This was your selling climax where all the selling was stopped and the stock turned all the way around. And with this, with the indicators, you don't have to necessarily try and look at volume or anything. It's telling you there right there with these triangles and these the triangles and the arrows and everything. So that's what you're seeing right here. I think I told you with the white candles is ultra high volume, and the yellow candles, ultra high volume to the buying side, and the yellow candles is ultra high selling volume to the selling side. So I'm going to get rid of the volume map and then I'm going to go over the irregular bodies that you're seeing in there. So the irregular bodies, the volume map is gone. So now we're looking at these triangles, these arrows, and excuse me, and this cloud. So let's go over the arrows first. The arrows represents volume and the spread between the open and closed expanding. And that's what you're seeing. These arrows are showing you the range between the open and closed is expanding, and volume is expanding as well. And in this case, it's expanding to the downside, which is the selling side. And that's why you're getting these red arrows to the downside. Same situation over here. Volume and the spread is expanding to the upside, and that's why you're getting these green arrows here. You're gonna get those same arrows in the volume as well. And you can see that big push up, and that's what those represents when volume and the spread are aligned together. These two runs right here are substantiated by volume. That's why you got the green candles, and you have, the green arrows and the red arrows. And it's all showing you is confluence. Volume and the price is going together. Or volume and the ranges are going together. They're confluence. They're going together because as volume is expanding, those ranges are expanding as well to the upside. And you can look right here, as volume is expanding, the ranges are expanding as well to the downside. Excuse me. And you can look right here on those triangles, and these irregular bodies really just show you divergences. This is small candle, big volume. And where's the blue candles? A big body, small volume. So small body, big volume, big body, small volume. So just showing you the divergence right there, where the volume is expanding, but the range of the candle is decreasing. The range of the candle is increasing while volume is decreasing. So those are your volume price divergences, and those will give you the irregular bodies. But these are the confluence. The arrows show you confluences. And then here you're seeing another confluence where volume and price are decreasing together. In one sense, you can look at it as like a squeeze, and that's kind of sort of what it is. Or another sense, you can look at it as consolidation, because there's no volume to push the stock to the high or low, and the ranges are decreasing, showing that the stock is becoming less volatile. And you can look right here in this ATR, average true range indicator down here. You can see it start decreasing. So that's what this is showing you right there, where volume and the range between the open and close is decreasing. Same situation. The volatility is almost no volatility in this consolidation. So it really is consolidation. While this is more so of a breakout with the average true range expanding. You can see the average true range expanding. Average true range is not going to give you a direction of the move. It's just going to show you a measure of volatility. So as the average true range, or the ranges between the candles right now, average true range uses the high, low, and close to give you represent volatility as it goes up. And you can see it became very volatile at the beginning of the open. It became less volatile once that blowout candle happened, and then you can see it just decreasing throughout the day. This right here, you can see right here, you had another confluence between volume and price, and you can see this push, but it immediately went back into consolidation. And then you had these pushes down, confluence between volume and the range, where it pushed it down, push it down, push it down. It just represents selling pressure. And this is ultra high selling pressure. And then you got hit with this irregular body at this point of support right here. This white line was resistance, but now it represents support. You had another push down, or another test of supply. All the supplies were basically bought up, and then you see this area of divergence between price, where you got these big bodies on low volume. So it's just consolidation throughout that point. And this right here, when you get these back to back, it represents balance. So you have this big volatile push to the high side, buying side. Then you had another big volume push to the low side. You can see these two volume nodes are about the same. So for me, I would mark out the highest and the lowest point of this two candle these two candles, because buying and selling is basically balanced at this point, and you're looking for a breakout whether to the high or low. And you can look right here, it's consolidation, or it's lack of volatility on price side and volume. Even though it's pushing up, it's not substantiated by volume. You can see these gray dots down here as well, showing you the same thing. So this move is not really substantiated by volume, but it's showing you that everything is balanced right here. So it created this area of support. And you can see once it got back up to this high line of this balanced area, it pushed above on ultra high volume, created another area of consolidation or no volatility, and then you got this push up, and you got these irregular bodies, and you're just trailing through that. But when you get these irregular bodies here with big volume on small candles in this uptrend, you can expect to move down. And that's basically what you're seeing in this VSA volume spread analysis and VPA volume price analysis. And this is everything that I read in Anna Coull's book. So I just coded it out. And that's basically it for those triangles. And I programmed all that into the irregular bodies. And you can see I'm going to get rid of that. And then we're going to go over the volume right here. You can see that exact, everything I programmed in there on those irregular bodies is down here in my volume as well. The only difference is I put in these two lines. And this just tracks the highest volume node average. So when it starts decreasing, once the volume node starts decreasing, it just tracks the highest volume node. This is the midline of the volume highest volume node average. That's just the midline. This is just another line to show you, even though something might show as average volume right here, it's still significant volume, because within the highest volume node, that's above 50% of the highest volume node right there. And everything I explained to you about the irregular bodies, you can see the triangles, you can see the arrows all throughout this volume right here, all throughout the my volume indicator. And we can come down here to the updated buy-sell pressure average momentum oscillator. It's not in the shop either, but I'm putting all this stuff I'm replacing the whole VSA VPA bundle eventually with this new one. But you can see how selling pressure doing it at the beginning brought the price down. If you were short the stock, just wait for it to cross below zero and look for ultra high volume or increasing volume and range volatility to the downside, and just go short right there. But you probably want to get rid of that short once volume and price start pushing back above. You can see the oscillators pushing back above and eventually got back above zero. And you can see right here just increasing volume throughout that whole time period. Let me get the ATR off of that because I don't need it. It was just really for the irregular bodies to show you the arrows and the triangles. You can see how it just started expanding up back up to the top, and it's giving you all the more reason. You can look right here at the volume as well. Hey, it's showing you everything that you need to see to take this trade. And one thing, this is not financial advice or anything. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment. I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but I'm trying to show you the things I read in Anna Coull's book, and to give you an edge in the marketplace to help you make better decisions about making your trades and everything. But you can see right here, it started decreasing as well, just like volume started decreasing. So this is just the oscillator. You had a bullish divergence that hit right there, and you can see how this started moving up price slowly moved up, but this got back above zero and it started pushing above. And what else I want to show? And that's basically it. That's everything I wanted to show you or explain to you about VSA and VPA. I hope that everything I said in this video helped you understand, and just be on the lookout once I'm done working out the kinks of everything. I'll do a full seminar on this, and I'll add the watch list columns as well and show you how to scan for these same conditions as well. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to what I had to say, and I hope this was helpful. I wish you the best, and God bless.